Hey, hi everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to our exclusive webinar hosted by Rapyder and AWS in collaboration with AWS. My name is Shiva. I'm an account manager at Rapyder, and I take care of North business for Rapyder. And along with me, I have Mr. Rahul Duggar. So he is the account manager from AWS, and he takes care of North region, in AWS. And also along with me, I have Mr. Ramaya. Ramaya is our head of generative AI at Rapyder. So Ramaya brings over a decade of experience leading AI-driven digital transformation across the industry verticals. So at Rapyder, he leads the strategy and development of our GenAI solutions, including the TechStudio solutions. Okay. A quick intro about Rapyder for those who are new to us. So Rapyder Cloud Solution is a premier technology partners with AWS. We specialize in strategic cloud consulting, DevOps automation, managed services, and cloud security. Basically, we work with startups, SMBs, enterprises in their cloud journey, right from strategy making to implementation. We also help in managing their workloads on AWS. We also help in modernization, security, GenAI solutions, and all. Our journey started in the year of 2017 with the inception of 5 employees. Today we are a team of 350 plus employees, including our certified engineers and cloud professionals. And so far we have completed around 800 plus projects, include multiple projects like migration, managed services, GenAI solutions, and all. In today's webinar, it's designed to make a generative AI real and relevant for your business. So this event is the result of our close collaboration with AWS by combining AWS powerful GenAI services with our delivery expertise. So we have created an ecosystem where you can explore and test and scale GenAI quickly and confidently. So throughout this session, we will show you how GenAI can solve your business challenges live and through the real use cases demonstrated on TechStudio. Okay. So with that, I would like to hand over this to Rahul from AWS, who will give you an overview of how AWS role in powering GenAI innovation. And along with Rahul, I'll go over to Ramaya also. Okay. So over to you, Rahul.
Thank you, Shiva. Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for joining. Rahul this side from Amazon Web Services. I take care of the retail, manufacturing, and healthcare business for Delhi NCR region. Pretty excited to be here to discuss about generative AI and understand your queries around how and what are the premium and the most prominent challenges you are trying to solve with generative AI, right? To quickly start with, I will just share my screen. Just give me a second. Okay, so I just want to take you through some leading areas where AWS for over 19 years has been the pioneer, and then some very quick customer success stories, and quickly on GenAI, what does AWS has to offer. We have, as you can see, unmatched experience, maturity, reliability, security, and performance that you can depend upon for your most important applications. It has been 19 years, and we have been delivering cloud services to millions of customers around the world, running a wide variety of use cases. We have built the largest global network with over 114 availability zones across 36 geographic regions. Basically, every region has 3 or more availability zones. And we have the broadest and deepest portfolio of any CSP out there with over 200 fully featured services. I would also like to point out that we are constantly focused on increasing efficiency and reducing costs and passing on those savings to our own customers. We have delivered, and this is something that we proudly share with our customers, that we have delivered over 151 price reductions since 2006, and we plan to do so in future as well. We have built the most secure cloud with over 300 security, governance, and compliance features. And we have grown our partner network to over 140,000 partners from more than 200 countries and territories. So these are uh, some of the reasons why so many customers trust AWS today with their most mission critical workloads and applications. Moving on, quickly sharing a success story. BMW, as you know, a leading manufacturer of premium automobiles and motorcycles, has over 20 million connected vehicles in over 50 countries. And this fleet sends around 10 billion inquiries to the company's IT infrastructure every day. Now, the group has built a centralized on-premises data lake, which collected and combined this data from these connected vehicles for analysis and product development. But however, the company needed to more easily scale its data lake to support the growing demands of internal and both external stakeholders. Now, after migrating its data lake to AWS, BMW Group roughly tripled the amount of vehicle data it was able to process, democratized access to data within its organization, and increased the flexibility needed to deliver new solutions to customers faster, such as real-time insights from vehicle telemetry data. Quickly, Moderna, again, a very known name now because of COVID. So it's again a biotechnology and pharmaceutical giant decided to move its drug development to the cloud and built a solutions using AWS's uh, highly scalable compute and storage infrastructure called Drug Design Studio. So instead of having to go to the lab to use a pipette to suction and measure small amounts of liquid containing RNA and proteins, Moderna scientists can now go to a web portal to quickly design mRNA sequences for protein targets. And then they use AWS analytics and machine learning services to optimize those sequences for production so that companies automated manufacturing platform can successfully convert them into a physical mRNA for testing. Now during the COVID-19 pandemic, and that is where it gets very interesting, Moderna was able to use the new cloud-based system to complete the sequence for its mRNA COVID-19 vaccine in just 2 days. Yes, you heard it right, in just 2 days. And the first clinical batch was released just 25 days later. So basically the physical production. Using AWS services, Moderna is rapidly expanding into other infectious disease targets and developing drug and vaccine candidates on timelines that would have been impossible even just a few years ago. Yeah, I think the most important slide, let's come to that. So, uh, I want to ask the audience now, have you seen this slide? Do you recognize these terms? What are your ideas around it? Anybody who wants to speak, please. Okay, we can be more interactive. Team, if you want to share any anecdotes, anything.
Team, if anybody wants to talk, you can please raise
Yeah,
your
yeah.
hand so that we can unmute.
Just
Yeah.
you can just raise your hand and like, have you do you see this slide anywhere else in the past, or any terms do you recognize you have known about? A lot of times we also keep sharing about Bedrock, about Amazon Q Business. Cool. So uh, I'll go on. So we basically wanted to present this, that we are innovating in all three layers of generative AI stack. At the bottom layer of the stack, we
Just a
offer.
second, Rahul. I
Yes.
think someone on this name you want to.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, looking forward. Yes, please.
Yeah, Rahul, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Rahul. So I think the content that you have designed is brilliant, right? The only thing that I've heard about so far till now is about the Amazon Bedrock, right? Uh,
Got it.
right. So people are try and build Gen AI apps using your model,
Using
uh,
Bedrock.
using
And
Bedrock, right? Right.
Bedrock, do you have any ideas around what does Bedrock do, or uh,
Now I just have the foundational knowledge that this is being offered by Amazon, It's
Got
kind
it.
of other models that are there in the market, like Google is offering. Uh,
Yeah. So
right.
Bedrock is a service with which you can use. And thank you so much. Is it Aman? First of all, uh,
No, this is
your
Omveer.
good name? Omveer. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for sharing your idea around it. And you are right. Yes, Bedrock is being used. And let's look at, so basically at the bottom layer of this stack, we have performant, cost-effective infrastructure.
Hmm.
We are relentlessly focused on providing everything you need, the best chips, the most advanced virtualization, powerful petabyte scale networking capability, hyperscale clustering, and the right tools to help you build. And that is where you get SageMaker AI, the chips that we have developed. These are homegrown chips, AWS Trainium, AWS Inferentia, and GPUs. Now, moving on to the middle layer, we offer Amazon Bedrock, a secure, private, easy way to build and scale powerful new application with foundational models. There are multiple foundational models in the market, and we have made a secure place for you to access these models through Amazon Bedrock. And at the top layer, we offer Amazon Q, the most capable generative AI powered assistant for accelerating software development and leveraging companies' internal data. Like Amazon Q Business, I kid you not, it's like your own search engine, your own customized search engine, which can securely access your company's data. And then if anybody wants to ask any questions, basically as an AI assistant, Amazon Q Business can help you get those answers. Imagine an HR not have to go through different emails, talking to the hiring manager about what is the new role that you are going to hire. Amazon Q Business will generate basically a job description itself using your own company's secure data, right? So that's the power of Q. And then now I want to move on to like give the floor to Ramaya, and he'll take us through TechStudio again using very similar set of services and the power of GenAI.
So, without spending much time on the, first of all, thanks for the great introduction from Shiva as well as Rahul for lighting us on the AWS talk, especially on the GenAI part. So here, it's a very useful and informative session for you, for the audience who want to implement GenAI in your day-to-day process of your business, right? So, I would like to straight away jump into use cases and showing you demo and giving some real-time case studies as well as real-time area where we implemented GenAI, because most of the time, right, whenever we jump into call, the similar questions coming from a customer is like, sir, everybody's talking about AI and GenAI, but no, very few people only can give some insight about where it can be inserted in your business processor, and Rapyder is one among them. So we implemented 40 plus GenAI even in the last year itself for POC and fraud side, and till now the number is still increasing. So we have a platform called TechStudio. This is especially, we build this for an instant access. For example, if someone want to build a GenAI application in their day-to-day process, it might take 40 days or 30 days or 50 days based on the use case. But this one, we package the solution in a better way where the people can utilize in a different process and different industries by changing the skin from the skeleton. So whatever skin you want, you can change. Skeleton we have. That's what, in a very single line, I would talk about TechStudio. While I showing a demo and explore those use cases, you will come to know where I'm coming into. And so it will reduce your time of including the GenAI application into your process. It will be very instant. And then the second point is you can try before buy. That is one of the best opportunities and trade-off you are getting in this TechStudio platform through Rapyder. And third one, you can get the expert guidance how you can customize this application GenAI use cases to fit into your specific problem statement or pain point you are facing in your business process. And fourth one is, it's more of a streamlined online purchase, but first three are very key thing. And these are the solutions we already published in our TechStudio. If you can see, around more than 30 solutions are there. Especially GenAI point of view, we can say 10 plus solution we have. in GenAI point of view. I'll show them one by one and brief them also, and I'll give some decent case study for whom we implemented, what sort of a use case we approached there and all. And this is the process and approach we follow in Rapyder for GenAI implementation. So this is not only for as you know, like as Shiva gave introduction, as a Rapyder we are giving a solution for enterprise companies and top Fortune 500 companies in India and or the global level. Few companies also we are working on, and even for express or startup or scale level, the approach is what we are focusing to develop a project is same. So there is no difference between the enterprise level preference or startup level preference. This is the approach. First, we'll focus on the business goals, and because whatever the metrics is coming in, it doesn't meet your business goal, that's waste of time, right? So we'll stick on the business goal, and then we'll create a proper timeline and project discovery for your implementation. Then we'll do a POC, and once POC is succeeded, then we'll go for a minimum viable product testing MVP, then full implementation. After that, also we'll support you in terms of optimization as well as maintaining and modernization of your project while going the prod level. So even in the POC and MVP side also, AWS is giving a lot of supports for the startup exclusively to get some test their water and trial their GenAI applications on top of the AWS platform and ecosystem. And this is the platform I talked about, TechStudio. I put a simple screenshot here. Probably in a few minutes, I'll bring you people into the live website and show you demo on the same. So as I pointed, this is a platform where you can try before buy, and based on the exclusive opportunity what you get through this webinar is you can you can get into the specific use case you want. You can click try now, and you can try your queries with a limited request within the platform itself. I'll also show you how it can be done. And if you want, the link is here. Probably I'll ask Shiva to drop this link in the chat box also. Probably you can also explore later post this call, or you can come along with me also. You can try to explore. You can do that. And in a very high level, we have 10 plus GenAI applications and cutting across a few multiple industries like BFSI, e-com, retail, healthcare, IT, and logistics. So these are the numbers I'm just publishing. Like we have BFSI and e-com is 3 and 2, and healthcare 2, IT 3, and logistic level 2. I would say again, I'll recall this. This is as I told previously, this is a skeleton. At this moment, it is categorized under this particular industry because it is very similar to what we implemented before, this industry level, but it is not the blocker here. If you want, you can change the skin of it, and you can implement in whatever the industry you are and within your process if the particular solution is similar to the pain point or problem statement you would like to solve. Okay, and I'll quickly give a brief of each and every use cases which is presented in the TechStudio. Then I'll jump in and do the live demo for that. So for the healthcare, I would say primarily we have two use cases running in TechStudio. One is Cure Companion AI. This is we implemented for Sagility as well as HealthCon. This is more of a healthcare virtual assistant where let's say a chain of hospital, they would like to create a virtual assistant for their patients. If they want to interact with the virtual assistant about whatever the problem they have, what is just having some minimal level consultant. For example, I have a high BP. What are the symptoms for high BP? Kind of. Then if they want to specifically book an appointment for some problem what they have, for example, they have a nerve related problem, they want to identify the right doctor within the Bangalore or within some specific location, they can go and ask within this platform. So likewise, they would like to simplify the whole process for the patients, especially for their end users. So this is the platform which we implemented for Sagility, and similar sort of a thing for HealthScan as well. And Mediscan AI is more of a computer vision based healthcare solution where CT scan or X-ray, MRI, those pictures will be uploaded into the system, and before going to the doctor level or the expert level, So the GenAI engine itself gives some highlights and some insights about the medical scanned image. So whether it has a possibility to have a heart disease or not, or lung issues or not. Likewise, it will give some insights. I'll show you a demo also while I go to the TechStudio Live platform. And next is eCam in retail. So here we have three potential use cases. One is product image verifier. This we implemented for ExpressB. Especially product image verifier mean in a single tab. For example, if the product need to be verified, right? For example, I purchase a product, and at the same time, whether the supplier or the manufacturer should have some authentication to remove the duplicates of that particular project, or they can capture the image, and according to that they can verify whether this product is coming from the proper supply chain, or it is any duplicate is coming into the picture or not. That level of verification can be done here. And the second one is Rapyder's voice search. Here this particular solution implemented for dental card as well as telabs. So this is more of this is more related to the e-com area, where we can implement it. For example, you have a set of products, and category level you have multiple products. So the user want to identify the right product based on their requirement, just simply giving some voices. Let's say in Alexa we interact and get some information, right? The same way. So if you would like to search your search the product which you would like to purchase through the voice command itself, that sort of a application it is. And third one is a recommendation system. This is a very high demand solution for any e-com or digital based e-com or digitally who would like to promote or sell their product, right? So this is understand the customer's personalized experience, at the same time the history of purchase or the history of interest which customer shown on the platform itself. So it will recommend the right suited products or services, or some if it is a media level movies or some series to the customer based on their history as well as based on their likes. So this is the implemented for Edureka as well as Easy some clients as well. And for logistics, we have two potential use cases here. One is for supply chain AI, where we implemented this one of the logistic level company who would like to give some virtual assistant for their vendor network, where the vendor can log in and place their customer ID, or for example their order ID into the virtual assistant. So the virtual assistant can query in the database in real time and fetch the information and throw the real status of that particular order, and what are the products or what are the items are ordered in this particular order ID, as well as the price and etc. Whatever the information need to be captured. This is, I would say, more of a text to SQL thing, where natural language level the customer can ask question, the virtual assistant can get the information from the database and throw the information in real time. Even 5 minutes before you did something in the portal, and it is updated in the database, that is also will be retrieved through this particular virtual assistant through the SQL query, and it can bring in front of you in a natural language level for the end user. And the first one is muscle match. This is something computer vision related solution, and more of cattle management here. So this particular exclusive use case, but whatever the idea you have related to pattern recognition or object identification, especially using some unique pattern in the object, this will be suitable. So this is it's a very complicated use case, but in a very high level, if you would like to understand. So someone who's managing the cattle, so they would like to capture the cattle's individual health information, as well as they want to monitor the health conditions of that particular individual cattle. So they have a portal and everything for the cattle management. Meanwhile, they would like to capture the image of the unique cattle and identify which cattle it is. For example, which cattle ID this image is matching perfectly, so that the concerned health information captured for that particular cattle will be uploaded to the corresponding cattle ID in the portal. So this is what they try to do. So I'll show the example also while showing the demo for this. And then the BFSI, banking and finance side. So we have Wealth Wizard AI. This is more of a customer inquiry level. For example, whenever you would like to build a virtual assistant, right? Based on the intent of the customer, we can build it. First one, simply a inquiry where the customer can come without registering. They can explore about your product and they can ask any questions about your business or services. They will get the information and go. Second is more of a registered customer. They might associate with your company or organization already with some service or buying a product. They can register with a mobile number or email ID. They can ask specialized question about their personal account level information. So these are the two different things we can do. So here the Wealth Wizard is more of a generic inquiry where the customer can come and ask about the investment opportunities as well as what is ETFs and the investment related informations. This is we build for some investment based portfolio company, so where they can educate their customer on top of the investment and their services what they are doing. But as I pointed you can change this skin of it and you can use the virtual assistant as a front desk GenAI assistant for your company. Whatever the customer want to ask about your company, about your product and service, 24/7 this employee will work for you as a front end of your organization, right? So second, it's a portfolio analysis. This is more of a backend side for Nippon. We implemented this one. The finance manager or the investment manager in the process, they would like to analyze the different stock markets update within the portfolio what they have. They can do the analysis, and according to that they can change the pattern and policy, what they are strategies, what they are doing for building a portfolio, right, to serve their customers in a profitable way. And the third one is fintech virtual assistant. This is more of a second intent which I talked about before, like the registered customer, where the registered customer can come and log in here, and the virtual assistant know about the details of that particular registered customer. For example, let's say in this case it's a fintech virtual assistant is they are offering loans and things and all. So the virtual assistant knows what are the loans this particular customer took and what is the status of the loan, how many EMIs paid, and any due is there or not. Everything the virtual assistant know, and the information will be fetched from the database in real time, so that if the customer is asking specific questions about their loan product or about their status of some EMI or some document process, everything this particular assistant will know. According to that, it will give a personalized response and account level response for that particular end user, registered user. And this is a generic use case which can be commonly used for any companies. One is face verify AI, where we can capture the face recognition. Using the face recognition technology, we can implement this particular thing. For example, let's say straightforward implementation what we did before is for the KYC. In any fintech company or the banking side, KYC is very important. Apart from the normal KYC process, deepfake identification as well as PAN card or Aadhaar card tampering, those things will be captured using this face verify plus computer vision capabilities. So we did for few banking institutions as well as some startup level fintech companies also for this particular use case. And the second and third one is like a high demand use case in our portfolio. Most of the time our startup side and enterprise side, irrespective of industry as well as irrespective of the domain where they are, so this will be useful, super useful for them. One is post call analysis. Whenever you have a customer care support or you have a very big team to serve your customer, and through voice calls the agents is talking to the customer, Usually, in banking or fintech, it will be super important for them to do this kind of a customer care support or some manufacturing, automobile side and those areas, especially banking, I would say, banking and finance side. So, for example, if they are doing customer care support and they have to record the calls and for the audit purpose, and it has to be audit, audit post the call for in a specific interval, weekly once or monthly once. In that call audit, they will check whether the agent is performing perfectly or any misbehavior is happening in terms of sentiment or the negative sentiment level, or they are shouting in front of the customer. Or this is one area. Another one area is they would like to hear about the customer's feedback on the specific services and product what they are offering. They would like to get the insights out of it. And third one is they can do a lot of market research, whether the pricing is okay or not. So likewise, multiple insights can be captured through this post call analysis. Usually this is a very monotonous job. Every time these thousands of 10,000s of lakhs of calls has to be manually manually verified by taking some samples out of some lakhs or thousands of video audio conversation. This particular application is completely automating that process. Once the call recorded, automatically the system will pull into the verification process, and it will do the complete audit automatically, and it will get all the insights, whatever they would like to do. I'll also show a demo of this one. It will be very interesting. And the third one, document processor AI. This is more of extracting the information from the digital document, whether it is a PDF or image. It can be an invoice, it can be a purchase order, it can be an audit document, tax audit document, or bank statement. Whatever you have a digital document as an image or PDF, especially computer generated image or PDF is recommended for this one for the better accuracy. So it can be extracted as a JSON file out of those documents. Then next level, you can do your own intelligence piece or analytical piece top of it once you extracted the information. For example, in one of our use case, for a fintech company, they would like to automate their loan approval process automatically. So at that time, they are capturing KYC and everything is fine. So they are taking 2 days, 3 days to analyze the customer's bank statement manually through humans, whether the salary what they mentioned is right or wrong, it is properly crediting into the crediting history in their bank statement, it's reflecting or not. Everything they have to check manually. Then after 2 to 3 days of verification, they're confirming their approval of loans and etc. So here, through this particular process, those information extracted JSON as well, they have got the complete information. Further to that, it's easy for them to approve or reject the loan. So within a few minutes, automatically the customer will come to know whether this loan approved or not, or rejected or not. So that level, this application helped the particular company. Likewise, a number of engagements we can do top of this extraction, based on the industry and based on the process you would like to implement this particular use case. And these are the high-level use cases, I would say. And simply, this is more of GenAI plus dashboarding thing, where while you build a dashboard and creating reports and everything, with the benefit of Amazon Q business, as Rahul pointed, so we can integrate Amazon Q business within your dashboard, especially if you're using quick site within AWS, it will gel super cool. So it's a Amazon quick site plus Amazon Q, right? So it will give a insights top of the dashboard and report whatever you're doing. So this will be a GenAI plus data analytics combination, if you would like to try it in the insights and analytics area. That is also we are implementing in a decent use cases level for enterprise especially, and even some startups also looking forward to explore these opportunities as well. Okay, so before going to the demo, I'd like to quickly showcase the case studies one by one. According to that, I'll jump into the demo. First, I would like to, so this is a MetaMap, one of the company. So they are more interested in extracting the information from the documents what they are provided. And as I pointed, it will be extracted as a JSON file, and next level they are doing some intelligence piece top of this. So I'll go to that a specific screen to show a demo here. Shiva, can you confirm whether the TechStudio screen is visible? Yes.
Yeah, it's visible in my. Yep.
Okay. So this is the platform which I talked about. Probably Shiva might share this particular URL to you, if I'm not wrong, or maybe he will share. Shiva do that needful. So once you come to this particular platform, right, you can come down and you can filter it out if you would like to exclusively explore the GenAI application here, because we have multiple solution, as I mentioned you in the foil. So here I would like to go for a document processor first, as I pointed you. Just open that particular application. Here you might have two options here, book a POC as well as try now. At this moment, it's a book a POC. In general, we have to pay something, but based on this webinar and we created one option for you, like you can try now. So here you no need to pay anything. Simply you can go and register yourself and you can explore this particular application. This is exclusively for the because of this webinar. Here you have to go and create your registration first if you are new, and otherwise I have a, once you're done you will get the credential things and all. So I'm getting into the admin side as I'm already have the access for this. And in the registration side, from your point of view, right, so you might have a limited request to give at least 5 or 6 requests, so that you can test your documents or things on top of this application. And here if you come to the document processor AI, our USP is near 100% accuracy for the extraction of information from the document which you are going to upload. But the specific USP what we have is the extracting the information is straightforward, but the accuracy is the key in general. So for that, the trick what we use is industry level as well as document level. We have a specific customization in the prompt level in the backend. So as Rahul pointed, this application also powered by Bedrock in the backend. So through Bedrock Hub only, we are pulling LLMs for doing the job in this particular application. So once you choose in this right industry, for example, I'm choosing a retail, let's say retail and invoice here. So once it is implemented in your particular process, you no need to select every time the industry and documents and all, because before deploying it, we'll understand what industry you are coming from and what sort of a documents you are going to extract the information. So we will feed that particular information by default in the backend script, so that straightforward the engine will get the document as an input and give the results out of it. No need to configure. As a demo purpose, I'm just configuring it. Here you can upload your files directly through browsing it, or you can also get some images or invoices, specific documents. Like here I choose invoice, so specific invoices from the sample document also. I'm choosing the city hospital invoice. We can see here it's a typical invoice kind of a thing, which can be generated from hospital or something. You can also explore multiple options as well. Logo company, whatever. Okay, so I'm choosing the logo company here. So company name is Logo Consulting Pte Limited. As invoice number is there, date is there, and who's the invoice is going to, and the customer name and items, everything is there, as well as the price is also there. So we'll see how it is extracting this particular document and how accurately it is giving those information to us to move forward as a JSON. So I hope, as you all people know, JSON is the format where easily you can convert those JSON information to any sort of a database or any sort of analytics or intelligence piece would you like to bring it to the next level, right? So see, this is the extracted data from this particular document. So vendor name is Logo Consulting Pte Limited, and invoice number is extracted 38379. If you see here, 38379, and invoice date and customer name Oasis Pte Limited. Their address also there as well. Each and every item is converted as a specific array. Each rows are converted as a array here. So, and the amount was 40 and currency is unspecified, so it is unspecified. If it is specified as USD or INR, that also will be reflected here. And Yeah, likewise, the complete information will be extracted as a JSON. Here, you can also create some checks here. For example, uh, if you would like to segregate some specific customer uh, or some specific product into a bucket, you can run a backend script like if this particular invoice containing this particular customer or this particular product, then it has to be categorized this way or categorized into this particular S3 kind of. You can also do some sorting of it. And from the banking side previously, which I told you, the automatic loan approval. So these, once the statement is uploaded and extracted, each transaction also will come as a items here, 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. Each transaction will extract the information in a single array, where the, like the unit price and amount, the salary, the amount credited or debited, and the debited, what is the value of the debit or what is the value of credit, everything will be captured in this item level, so that if any description level, any salary is pointed, automatically that will be extracted from the whole JSON, and it will be checked the concerned salary the employee pointed is properly reflecting in the statement or not. Likewise, we did the backend script, and we created the script for approving or rejecting that particular loan approval back based on the statement history. So this is one of the comparison, I would say. Okay, and the second one is I would like to show is Cure Companion. As I told you, this is a very straightforward virtual assistant for the healthcare domain, where the customer can come and ask some questions about the health related doubts what they have. At the same time, if they want to consult the specific doctor, if they don't know the right doctor but they have the they know the problem and they would like to understand which doctor is the right one to go and check here. So those information also can be checked. For example, can you share the symptoms of HP, sorry, cancer? Okay, so it will share the symptoms of the cancer in general. These are the symptoms. This is coming this is coming from the database. This is not like a regular chat GPT thing. It will get the information from the internet. For example, if you would like to check what is the weather, okay, so it will straightforward decline that request, because it will say I'm a healthcare assistant and can only help with the medical related questions. Please feel free to ask any health related questions. So it is very straightforward that this is not giving information from internet. This is only giving from our knowledge base, with the benefits of guardrails as well as some policies within the Bedrock. Right, we can limit what are the information can come to the customer front, and what are the things we need to restrict it. Everything we can define within the Bedrock capability itself, and the knowledge base itself we can also build within the Bedrock capability. Bedrock has a knowledge base also to define it, and we can upload our documents and everything, whichever we need to be part of the knowledge base. So this is the benefit of Bedrock while you would like to build this complete application with a service like Bedrock, and using the AWS ecosystem to build it in a faster pace. Okay, this is one. And again, I would like to, this is more of a, I would say this is more of a inquiry level, where the without registering customer can casually ask the information about it. For example, if they want to ask, I have a problem, can you suggest a right doctor? Based on the information from the knowledge base, if you are experiencing no problem, I would recommend consulting a neurologist, some high qualified. So it is suggesting the doctor's names as well. This is completely coming from our dummy database and dummy knowledge base, which we feed it for this application. But whenever you are uploading a right information into the knowledge base, automatically that corresponding information will be popped up here. And this is not a predefined question and things and all. Randomly, I'm giving some questions whichever flying in my thoughts at this moment. So that is why it took some time also to give a response, because this is very random questions. I put it into virtual assistant, not even one time I just pointed this particular question for this person before. Okay, so that's how it will work in a natural language level. At the same time, very casual language also, it can give a response to the customer. And at top of this, you can also give voice input also as part of the input here. So if you would like to give this option to your customer, they can, instead of a text, they can come you through voice. Or the other side, instead of English, if you would like to connect with a regional languages like Hindi or some specific area like Kannada or something like that, that is also you can do. Right? These are the possibilities we can do with this set of application. Okay, and finally, I would like to show you one two things. One is the supply chain within the TechStudio. After that, finally, I'll show you the post-call analysis, which I pointed last time. So here, the supply chain thing is, this is mainly extracting information from database. This will be easy for you to understand how in real time the information can be fetched. As I told you, this particular application which we used to implement for the logistic based company, where they would like to give this virtual assistant for their vendors to track their particular shipments and informations and all. So for example, I would say, can you share the details of order ID 204? So I'm sharing one order ID which is in the database, which we know. These are the information available in the database. So if you can see this particular automatically the backend is this particular order ID number will, to extract the information from the order ID 204, will be converted into the SQL query. That SQL query will hit the database and extract the information, and then those information extracted from the SQL will be converted into a descriptive level, and it is coming in front of you to see and read this in a very natural language level. Order ID is 204, customer ID is 1004, and product is laptop sleeve, and quantity is 3, and prices is $2074.17, and status is shipped. Likewise, you can also extract any sort of information corresponding to your business and your specific information you would like to bring into the customer in a real time. You can do that. Okay, and this is one of the applications I talked about, post analysis, where if you have a customer care center in your organization and many calls are happening, those calls are getting recorded, you would like to analyze that particular call in a later period for a better insights and do some audit about the agent performance as well as your product or service featuring, etc., etc. You can do multiple insights based on this particular process, and it will be happen monotonous. What we are doing is automating the whole stuff here. So let me open a few calls. Already in this application, I loaded 3 call recordings for sample one, and manually we are adding here for a demo purpose. Once it is in the production and deployment level, automatically you can connect and sync your repo with this particular application in a batch level, in a weekly ones or monthly ones, whatever it is accumulated in your repo and the recording folder. Automatically the system will suck those recordings and it will process it and give you an insight straightforward. Let's say, for example, I'm opening these 2 things here. One is in English, another one is in Hindi. So if you can see here, this is a metadata. What is the timestamp and what's the duration of the call, etc., etc. And here you can see the sentiment for the customer as well as agent. The 1 minute, 1.5 minute call will be splitted into 4 quarters, and each quarter the sentiment will be analyzed. For example, in the Q1, the customer was in the good sentiment and agent was in the neutral sentiment, and later period the customer itself, the sentiment dropped and the agent sentiment increased, so that parallelly the customer sentiment also increased. So likewise, you can completely analyze the customer and the agent sentiment, positive sentiment or negative sentiment throughout the call with this quarter level. And then you can also capture some specific entities, organization level names. What are the names they are talking about? If you would like to capture specific entity names, if whether it is capturing or not, or if it is captured, then that has to be go for a primary insights creation. For example, you are launching a new product. any time wherever the customers are talking about that specific product in the customer care, that has to be given in a special approach to take a detailed insights and getting into the feedback loop, right? So those sort of entities you can point it here as a person, as a date, or a quantity, whatever you would like to mark as entity. You can mark according to that. It will be capture those information and make this particular conversation as a specialized conversation to make some decent insights. And the 1.5 minutes call will be summarized in a single paragraph or 250 words or something, lesser than that also, and give you a high level insights what they are talked about and what was the conversation in the 1.5 minutes, and finally what is the customer satisfaction rate the agent got. Everything will be compared, and what product they talked about, and whether it is resolved or not, and callback required or not. Those kind of high level points also will be captured. And if you would like to interact any specific things based on the audio, that is also, you can natural language level, you can type those questions and it will give the answer according how the virtual assistant gave answer before, the same level. And each and every dialogue also will be recorded one by one, and that particular dialogue sentiment also will be captured, and entries also will be captured here. So for this whole analysis, right, we use complete AWS ecosystem, kind of a bedrock for LLM side, and we use comprehend for entity capturing, and we use Poly for the speech to text conversion. So Poly for the transcript for the speech to text conversion. Likewise, multiple AWS tools are used in this particular solutions to build and come up with this kind of a business enterprise grade or production grade results in front of you. Okay, so these are the whole summary I would say about the demo and things, and I will be happy to answer your questions if you have any Q&A questions and answer sessions right now. If you have any questions specifically about this use case or even out of this demos which I showed you, I'm happy to answer you.
Ramey, Mr. Rajkumar have a few query regarding MS SQL connection for the chatbot. You can check in Q&A once.
Yes, we can do. So it can be directly connected within the database within the AWS ecosystem, or you can connect with your third-party SaaS platform also. Automatically, it will get the information from the third-party platform itself through API, and it will serve in a React. Both can be possible. So anyone want to ask any questions? So I hope it will be really helpful for you guys to implement in your day-to-day process in your business and leveraging the GenAI capability, right? And as I told you, these are the skeletons. Simply changing the skin, it can also tweak to implement and fit into your specific business process as well, for sure. Okay. So if you have any queries right away, you can also ask, and we're also here to, we have 3 to 5 minutes at worst case, if I'm not wrong. Otherwise, post this webinar, you can also reach out to Shiva. I guess he's the point of contact for this webinar, right? So he'll also do the needful in the later period, how we can connect, and our experts can connect with you and give you some insights about your problem statement or how it can be resolved, etc. More to you, Shiva.
So I think we are good as of now. All right, then we can close the webinar. Once it's done, maybe I can connect with you all individually to discuss more on the GenAI solutions, and we can work together on that.